right. Right. So we created the Reaper unit here, but like I said, when it collides with the colliders, it needs to change direction, like the enemies. But before we get into that, let's go to the settings 1 second and make sure that the interaction are enabled. So we want the player unit with the collider, the start collider, um, and we want it to collide with the player colliders. So this one, yes, this one here, like this. All right, and now we create a script for this collider so that this unit can change direction. Let's go to the script folder, create that. Uh, Wait, what one? Okay, so we call this player unit collider, and for this we just change the direction. So we can add it now here to our colliders. Wait 1 second, it has to create the script first. And please let me know, Lemon, if you have questions. And please do not spawn those sound effects. Okay. So here, let's say a player unit. Yes, this one. Okay. And now we can edit this script. And also on the this unit, we want to give it a initial direction, which will be vector 3 up. So let's do that first for the Reaper here. So at the start, we want to give it a direction. So velocity, or rather linear. But why can't I see the code here? Wait, yes, why can't I see the options? One second, please. I should see the options here. I'm lagging a little bit, I believe. Yep. Okay, now it's over. So linear velocity will be equal to vector 3 up, or rather 2 up, because this is a 2D rigid body, and then the move speed. So by default it's moving towards that direction. Okay, and then here on the collider, yes, maybe we don't actually need the, yes, okay, so here we just need the float public, because we need to access it. So the move speed and public vector 2 move direction. But maybe we don't even need this move speed. We can just use the one that is here. Yeah. So here we want to check when we collide with this collider. So on trigger enter 2D, and then we make sure that this is the player unit collider. So if collision, if the tag is player unit collider, Then we change the direction, but for that we need to know the direction value from this script. So we say rigid body velocity, linear velocity. But actually, let's get the speed. So, oh wait, never. This will be vector 2. Sorry, not vector 2. Move speed, and then we need to know the direction. So we'll get that from the collision. So this is the collider that we collide with, and get component that type. So player unit collider, and then move direction, and that should change it. That is one thing we need to do. But when we reach when this unit reaches the end, so this here, we want to destroy it, and right now we don't have an animation for that, but we can add it. So let's do that now. Let's add an animation for that. So let's go to animation and create one. Reaper unit. Then we have some sprites for that. Let's see which one exactly. So 8 plus 8, 16, 18. Okay, actually it's not that complicated. So this here. Okay, so let's see how that looks like first. Kind of first. Yeah, let's use this animation. Maybe even slower. Yeah, something like this. And we must make sure that this animation, so where is it? This one does not loop, so it happens only once. And we don't need to do anything here, I believe. Now we also want to make sure if we collide with this start collider. So here we'll say the same if here, we'll just copy paste it. But instead we'll look for start collider. And here we want to delete this object. So to do that, first let's stop movement. So the velocity will be 0 now. So vector to 0. Let's actually comment that. So stop movement. Then enable that animation. So we'll say animator play, and here we use the name. So Reaper unit. Unit okay, like this, and we'll create a function which will destroy this object. So but actually I don't think we need to do it like this. I believe we have a script for that. Yeah, I think we have a script for that. What we want is to destroy this unit at the end of the animation, and to do that we need to create an event on that animation, and then we need a function that will destroy this unit. Destroy, yes, I have a script, you see. And now we can just go to the animation, the dead animation, select the end, add an event, and then we can use that destroy object function. So now at the end of the animation, this will be destroyed. So that's it. We can start testing it. Yes, we can now start testing it. Let's see if it works. Time to test. So now every couple of seconds this should attack and play the attack animation, and hopefully after that it will return to the. Okay. So the first issue is that when it collides with this, it stops working. And let's see why that is. Actually, it is because we forgot to add the direction. So here we want -1 on the X, so to the left side, and here this one -1 on the Y. So we go down, and now should be better. Let's check that. Let's see. Yeah, that works quite well. But you see that is not positioned correctly there. That collider. Okay. Let me see. Yes, this one is not positioned correctly. Somewhere around here, maybe something like that. Let's test a second. Okay. Maybe we should increase the attack speed of this. Yeah, that looks very nice. But the issue is there are two issues. One is the move speed is a little bit too high. So here on the move speed, let's reduce that a little bit, and the attack must be a little bit faster, in my opinion. Okay, so now that we have this, we can save it in here. We'll make a folder for this. We'll call it player units. Save this here. And like I said, we want this to spawn um, when that Reaper tower kills instantly something. But but we want to give it a chance. Let's do that first. Let's go to our enemy. Sorry, tower. Towers here. So the Reaper here. The Reaper, where is it? This one. Okay, so here you see that sorry, not there. Where is it? I cannot see it. Not the Reaper, but the Reaper projectile. So this projectile here, it has a chance to kill the enemy. You see, but inside here we also want to have if we kill the enemy instantly, we want to have a chance to spawn that Reaper unit. So we'll add a new variable here. We'll call it spawn unit chance. Chance. And we need a prefab, so public game object Reaper unit prefab. So here we'll check if we hit the chance. So if random range should create a random number between 0 and 100, and if this is smaller than that chance or equal, so spawn unit chance. So let's say here if we spawn actually yes, if chance spawn unit, so instantiate meaning spawn, you spawn that Reaper prefab. But we need to spawn it at a specific location on the map. So let's find that position first. yeah, somewhere here, I guess. So we'll just create an empty object in the scene. Yep. Do that, create an empty object, and for this we just need the position, and we'll call this player unit spawn. We'll place it at the top here so we know that it is important. Okay, and now we just place it here, and we can now copy those that position. So just copy that to our projectile. Projectile, where is it? Our effects. So this one, the river projectile. Yeah, we need the position here to save it. So public vector 3 um, unit spawn location position like this. So let's place the position and the prefab of the unit in this projectile. So now we just paste the position that we copied here. Place the unit, and now we have to give it a chance. So let's look at that and see. From what I can see, yes, at the moment we do not have any chance to kill instantly. Let's see why. Okay, so first of all, I named this incorrectly. You see here, it's incorrectly spelled. Let's correct that first. So we want to spawn this at that position, so the unit spawn point that we determined, with no rotation, so no rotation like this. And I guess that's it now. We just have to give it some values for the chances. I don't know. Maybe like 3%, I don't know. Yes, let's give it 3% chance, and then the spawn unit. So when this 3% happens, we want to give it some larger chance, like 30%, something like that. And I guess we finished with this one, from what I can see. Now I just want to make sure that we have an animation when the enemy is dying. So let's make that make sure that happens. But before that, here on this fire projectile here, we have an issue, and the issue is we gave it 100% to spawn flame. You see here. So let's give it something reasonable, like 25 or something. And also for that Reaper projectile here. So when we spawn the Reaper unit, we want to give it some damage. The damage from this yes. So from this projectile. So here let's comment this spawn Reaper unit and give it damage. So after respawn here we say get and yes, Reaper unit, and the damage will be equal to this damage. So we give it a damage value, and maybe we'll use a formula, or we'll determine it another way later. But for now it's okay. And right now the game is not playable. We do not have any controls, so we'll have to create the controls. But before that, we should maybe create 5 towers. So the original game has, when you play it, you have 5 types of towers. Right now we just have 3, so we have to create 2 more. But let's test and see that the death animation on the enemies works. Let's see. Yeah, it works pretty well. Yep. Okay. So I guess now we can think what else do we need. Um, yes, let's see what kind of graphics we have, because I might want to add another unit. Okay, let's see. Um, let's see what we have here. This one, I believe, is just one animation, so we cannot work with this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at possible graphics for the tower. Let's see what this is. Okay. Oh, yeah. I think maybe we should start working on the com, com oh, working on the controls. Okay. Let's see how to do that. Okay. I believe we have this here. So with this we can select towers, these colliders. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see. So let's open the game manager script. First, the first thing we need here is a list, or not even a list, an array of our towers. So public game object array, and we'll call this uh, tower prefab array, or just prefabs like this. And here we'll save all our prefabs. And let's see, we should yeah, we do have the holders here by script to get them. And let's see that holder. Do we have a script on that? Let's see. We should have a script on this. Yes, we do have a script on this. Yep. And I would like to know if this value changes. So if it is empty by default or not. Let's see. It should be. Yes, it is. It is empty by default. Um, but I do not see it here in our list of scripts. Oh, here it is. Yes, by default it is empty, which is good. Okay. So now uh, let's create some UI. So the first thing that I want to do is select the canvas. So this one. Then we create a button which will be to spawn units. Uh, yes, a button. So this one. All right. Okay. I don't know exactly where to place it. All right. Maybe let me give me 1 second. I have to I have to test the actual game to see uh, to see how they made it. 1 second. By the way, it's called Rush Royale. The game is on Google Play. Let me see how they made it, and we'll try to replicate that. Unfortunately, the game is on portrait resolution, not landscape like ours. Yep, I see. Well, at the moment it's okay. We don't have to create a button. We can do it another way. It's okay. So first thing, we want a function that will spawn towers. So first thing first, we start. The towers have a price, and it starts with a low value and it increases as you buy towers. So let's say here public in tower price, and by default in the game it is 10. So let's say that it is 10 by default here. And now let's create that. Let's remove this update. We don't need it, and we'll create a function. So void spawn spawn towers tower like this. Okay. So the first thing we need to determine is which spaces are empty. Okay, we need to know where we can spawn the tower. Okay, so for that we'll use a list. We'll create a list. List of type. Let me see what type is this. Well, seems to be of yes, tower holder. Yes. Yep, and we'll call it empty tower holders like this. But why doesn't it work? Let me see 1 second. The non-generic type show potential fixes. Oh yeah, let's use that. Yeah, we need to use this collection. All right, and now we created a new list in this variable. So what this means is we'll create an empty list of that type in this variable. So right now there's nothing here. It has zero values inside. All right. Okay, so let's determine which tower holders are empty. Okay, so now we go from 0 to the length of our tower holder array. So like this. And now inside we check if those are empty. So if tower holders I is empty, if it is empty, then we add it to our list here. So add, and then this one. All right. So now we have a list with the holders that are empty. And now we just generate a random number. So we place the tower in the random position. Okay. So int random position equal random range. So we create that create random position and random tower index. Okay, so first the position. Let's see. So 0 and I believe that list length. So count. For the list you don't say length, you say count, which is the same thing. So how big is it? It is. But let's see if this is inclusive and exclusive. Yes, it is inclusive 0 and exclusive this, so it is okay. Now let's create a random tower index, so random tower index, and this will be a random value between 0 and the length of our prefab array, our prefabs array. So length like this. So now we have this random values. We need to actually create that tower and place it on that position. So spawn tower and place it on the correct position. First let's spawn the tower. It, yes, that random index here, random index at the position of that. Where is it? Yes. So empty towers with that random position in here, and then position, or not position but transform position, no rotation, so quaternion identity, and we want this this holder to be the parent of this tower. So we'll say parent, or not parent but transform. Oh, wait, yes, that's the parent equal that holder, that holder transform. Looks a little weird, but it will work. Let's make sure that this is correct here. Seems correct. But we only spawn this tower here, so we spawn this tower if we can afford it. Okay. So here we say if, but we do not have a currency here. We need to know to have a currency. So public int, let's say coins. Okay, we have coins in this game. And by default, let's say we have 100. Okay, and here we check if you can afford it first, the tower. So we check if coins minus the tower price is bigger or equal to 0. Okay, then it means we can spawn it. We can do the logic here. So let's copy that let's copy the lines here and place them inside this if. All right. So if we can afford it, let's comment that if we can afford tower. Then we want to remove that price from our coins. So coins minus equal tower price. So let's comment that remove tower price from coins. And also here when we spawn this this tower, we want to also say that that holder is not empty anymore. So here let's do that. Make a tower holder not empty, so that this here is empty, is now not true, so it's false. And now we can check for input. Let's say we want to spawn towers on by pressing spacebar. So to do that, we use the update function to get the input. So update, and we check if input get key down So the get key down means this happens once when the key is pressed down. If you say get key like this with that down, then whatever you put in here happens every frame while the key is pressed. Okay, so we want this to happen only once. Get key down. We use key code space, so the space bar, and then here we just spawn tower like this. But before we can test this, we need to place those towers in the tower array here. Yeah, and also let's remove all towers from our scene. So let's remove those from here. In our game manager, let's add the prefabs. So here where it says tower prefabs. What is this transform? Wait, one second. What is this transform? Oh, yeah, yeah, that is okay. No. So we only have 3 towers at the moment. We'll add them here. Okay, but we do not have a way of telling how much coins we have. And another issue is that we do not have a sprite for that. So let's search for a coin sprite. And also let me know if you have questions or how much time you guys have. So let's go to assets and search for a coin here. Maybe you can find some. It will be even better if you can find an. So yes, you see this one has an animation. Use this one. Okay. All right. Let's use the biggest size. This one. All right. Now we can just drag and drop it. Yeah. Here in the UI actually, because this is UI. Yep, and let's see that coin first. Yep, that looks okay to me. So now we have to do 2 things. One is change these 2 points so it will show the every pixel, and divide this sprite into multiple sprites. And you can see that by doing this automatically, it's not divided correctly. These are not the same size. So to fix that, we'll go to this setting here. So we divide by a certain size. And looking at this is not the correct value. I believe it is 20. Yeah, it is 20. And now we can create that UI. So we'll know how much coins we have here in the corner, or some corner somewhere here. So for that we need 2 things. Or actually, yeah, let's create an empty object in the canvas. We'll resize it a little bit. Okay, now in this one, so we'll call this coin UI holder, and inside this we need 2 things. We need the image, so this will be the coin image. So and also we want an animation on this. But looking at this, maybe we should place this in the corner somewhere like this, maybe, or I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell where we should put this. I guess we can put it in the corner. So first let's place that like this. Yep. Now we need to place the anchors here. So we place them in each corner. So this will stretch with screen size. Okay. Now we can add the text, which will display the value, the actual value of how many coins we have. I'll use a font that is a little bit. Yeah, this one is okay. Let's put 100 here because we do have 100 by default. Maybe increase the size, the font, or maybe decrease this one. All right. Now we have to replace those anchors. The text should be right next to it, like this. Okay. Right, but now, actually, I want this to be like this, to the edge position. Yeah, like this. Something like this. All right. Let's resize this whole object as well. Nope, we cannot. We have to first remove this from the parent. Yeah. Now we can add this back. But the text is too big. Let's resize that like this. And now we have to place all the anchors, and we're ready to test. And also the enemies should give us coins. Okay, so we also have to make sure that we get coins when enemies are killed. All right. So in our game manager, we want to have that text here. So public tmp. Let's import tm pro here. Basic tm pro. tm p text coin text points text like this. So here, after we remove the coins from after remove the tower price from our coins, reset coins text. So this text here will be equal to yes, this text will be equal to our coins to string, like this. And also when we kill an enemy here, yes, when we do kill an enemy, we should get some coins. But how do we do that, since we do not have a reference to the game manager? Yeah, we could get a reference here at the beginning. But never mind. We'll do that later, because when we'll spawn enemy, we'll give the reference from. So in the game manager, we'll spawn the enemies and give them a reference to it, rather than using the game object find function, which is very expensive. Okay, now we want an animation on that coin here. So this image of the coin. So to do that, we need an animator. Yes, an animator and an animator controller. And after we test this, we'll stop for today. I don't want to take too much of your time. So create animation controller. coin animation. Let's place that on the coin. And now we created that animation. So animation, create coin animation. And now we just go to our coin sprites, add them here, and we should have an animation, as you can see, but maybe with a much lower speed. Let's see how that looks. That looks good to me. And maybe the text of this coin, the text should be another color, maybe something yellow. I don't know. Maybe give it some a little bit of outline. So this here outline. Yeah, something. I don't know. We leave it like this for now. But let's rename this text to coins text, and let's add it to our game manager. So where is it? Here, UI. This coin text here. All right. And now when we play, we should be able to spawn towers. But the thing is, when we buy a tower, we want to increase the price of that tower. Okay. So increase price of towers. So the tower price plus equal 10. So increase it by 10. That's how it is in the original game. And now we should be able, when we press the space bar to spawn towers. But another condition another condition is we might have all position could be full. Okay. Or we might not have space to spawn a tower. Okay. So here, after we find those empty, we want to check here. Okay, if we have a space. So if this list count, okay, is bigger than 0, okay, then we do this here. We do this here. And also we want to move this stuff here. Okay, this so removing the price from the coins, updating the text, and then increasing the price. We want to do this only if we have a tower, if we can spawn a tower. Okay, so we'll take this from here and place it in here. So here we'll say if we have an empty space. Okay, so only then we do this. Okay, that seems okay. Let's test it now. Let's make this full screen to see it better. And now when I press space, we should be able to spawn towers. Yeah, you see? That works. Yep, it works quite well. You see? So now it is playable, but let's make sure that we do not have bugs. I do not see any bugs. So yeah, this seems to work. Yeah. Now, guys, please let me know how much time do you have, because the next step in this project is a little bit complicated. It's the part where we we create the ability to combine towers. Okay, so let me know if you guys have time or not. Give me a quack, Lemon, if you're here. All right. Well, I guess we can stop for today. We made quite significant progress. All right. So thank you guys for being here, and we'll hopefully continue this tomorrow. Thank you very much for coming.